I'm sure some of us still remember this fish eagle's advertisement, where the mighty eagle sweeps over and catches a fish. It illustrates how energy moves in ecosystems, which introduce us to our topic trophic structures. Trophic structures are simply structures attempting to show us how energy moves from one trophic level to another, and how much of this energy is transferred to the next level. I know in your lifetime you have once wondered about what happens when this animal eat that animal, or that animal eat that animal. But worry no more, because this video will show you 3 trophic structures explaining energy transfer in an ecosystem. And these are namely the top-down approach, the bottom-up approach, and the wasp waste. The bottom-up approach occurs when physical, chemical, and human factors drive the growth of primary producers, and in turn the primary producers supply energy and nutrients to animals in higher trophic levels. For instance, when the biomass of primary producers like phytoplankton is high because more of this species are favored by environments, we will see that as a result, the primary consumers, which are the zooplankton, will also increase in numbers, since there's an abundant supply of phytoplankton which they feed on. When the zooplankton population has increased, their secondary consumers like the anchovy fish will also increase because their food source has increased. When the anchovy fish increases, sea otters which prey on them will also increase. So what happens at the bottom of the food web controls the abundance of top predators. In the top-down approach, chemical, physical, and human factors affects the top-level predators, which affects the lower levels. For instance, when predators like sea otter decrease in numbers because they are not favored by the environments, their food source, which are the anchory fish, will increase in numbers because they are liberated from predation. As the number of anchory fish increase, their food source, which is the zooplankton, will decrease in numbers, and thus leading to the population of their food source, which is the phytoplankton, to increase because of limited number of grazing from the zooplankton. So what happens at the top of the food web controls the abundance of bottom prey species. Finally, the wasp waste occurs when physical, chemical, and anthropic factors affect the middle trophic levels. This results in the trophic levels abundances affecting the lower and upper levels. It is believed that the middle trophic level is in control. When the middle trophic level declines, the upper level also declines because its food source has declined. The trophic level immediately below it increases in biomass because there are less organisms feeding on it. The level below it, which is usually the producers, decline because of the increase in biomass of the organisms in the upper level. All trophic structures are affected in a certain way by environmental and anthropogenic factors, for example, temperature, salinity, climate change, nutrients, pollution, and harvesting. These factors have a positive or negative effect. A negative effect can cause an increase or decrease in abundance of the level affected. In the bottom-up approach, the producers is affected. In the top-down approach, it affects the top-level predators, whilst in the wasp waste, it affects the intermediate-level consumers.